in Singapore, what happens is that you are actually allowed to pick and choose individual subjects. Let's say if you're picking 3 science subjects, there's a rule that the fourth subject which you pick cannot be a science subject. It should be either an arts or an humanities or a design or some other non-science subject.
When you transitioned from your school in Delhi to the Singapore school, were you aware of the options, or how did that transition happen for you?
Right. So options in the sense of what all subjects I'll have to choose and what all different. Right. Yeah. So I think this is one very important aspect about the Singapore education system, right? Where in Delhi, I've noticed, I think across the CBSE curriculum, I've noticed that you would be confined to one stream. So for example, if you take science, then you would be doing, PCMC or something like that, right? Physics, chemistry, maths is like a compulsory if you choose a science stream. But in Singapore, what happens is that you are actually allowed to pick and choose individual subjects. So for example, if you come for your 11th, because I came into the 11th and 12th stream, I didn't come to the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th stream, right? So for me, what had happened was that I was allowed to pick and choose individual subjects. And there's one very important criteria that, let's say if you're picking 3 science subjects, there's a rule that the fourth subject which you pick cannot be a science subject. It should be either an arts or an humanities or a design or some other non-science subject. And the other way around is also true. If you're picking 3 art subjects, you should be picking one science or one engineering related subject. So I think this kind of a mix and match, which is compulsory, really gives students a lot of opportunity to, expand their horizons, to also know, a life outside of the general confines which they're used to. And I think that is really how I came to know about economics, because throughout my learning years, I had only been doing physics, chemistry, maths, computer science, right? But when I came to Singapore and when I had to forcefully choose a different subject, I chose economics. And I would definitely say that is one of the best decisions I've made, because ultimately my career ended up being in economics field. Yeah. Also, one more important thing I would like to, kind of highlight in the Singapore education system, if anyone is coming here, is that there's a very, very important focus on non-academic learning, right? Non-academic development. So it is actually compulsory for you in a Singapore system to enroll yourself in a co-curricular activity. Right. And typically most students here are in 2 to 3 co-curricular activities while they're doing their normal A levels or 11th and 12th. So for me, for example, I was in the swimming, the school swimming team, and then I was in the students council. So you have a very, very wide variety of CCAs you can choose from, all the way from sports CCAs to, interest club CCAs to a vast choice to choose from. So I think that's another thing which, it is not very, very common in India, especially in the 11th and 12th standards.
Right. It becomes very advantageous when you're exposed to so many new things at such a young age.
Yes, definitely. I think it's one about how do you say, exposure, and it really gives you a balance, which is very, very important, because your life is not just 24 hours studying and writing exams and stuff. You are really forced to go out of your comfort zone, mingle with friends. It gives you a lot of EQ as well along with your IQ quotient.
70% आप लोग जो हो ना, देखते तो हो पर सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते हो। अरे हमें भी बताओ कि हम अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर करो, ताकि हम यूं ही आप तक स्मार्टेस्ट लोगों की जर्नी लाते रहें।